All right, guys. It is the first Sunday night of the year, 2026, and we got game 272 coming for you. It's already been going. It's been a heck of a game. Everything you could have imagined, just about 3/4 in. 13-10 Pittsburgh thus far with 4:22 left in the third quarter. But before we get this drive started, I'm Chase Johns, joined alongside good friend Alex Frank. Uh, the last day of the regular season, getting wrapped up with the last game of the regular season, continuing right now, and it's been a bloodbath, to put it in simple terms.
To put it in simple terms, this is a quintessential Ravens Steelers game. His knee was down. Yeah. I told you, Chase, at halftime that the Ravens needed to open this game up. The exact opposite has happened.
Yeah. It has. I mean, Derrick Henry has had a great night running the football, and it started on that first play of the game, and then that penalty was Zay Flowers. They ultimately scored their only touchdown of the night on that play, but there's been some very unorthodox things that have happened in Ravens fashion.
Well, Lamar Jackson hasn't thrown the ball very much. I think he's only thrown the ball 8 times. Here's another running play for Derrick Henry. I guess the first down. Well, he has been on a tear these last 2 games.
That's another reason why it would be scary to see the Baltimore Ravens in the playoffs. I mean, again, we saw Derrick Henry go on a run in 2019 with the Tennessee Titans, and that was with a guy with Ryan Tannehill at quarterback. No slight at Ryan Tannehill, but he's no 2-time MVP like Lamar Jackson is, and rightfully so. Lamar Jackson, has deserved that respect. He's earned the respect. He's not necessarily playing the greatest football tonight or as of the last month or so that we would put it. But again, this is a team that you don't want to get a ticket to the dance, and you have to face them, i.e. the Houston Texans, who play the winner of tonight's game, and they will travel.
But the Texans have a defense that is as ferocious as any defense there is in the NFL. All right, so it's a 2nd and 11. The Ravens have only 10 total yards in this half. And I think false start.
Wow.
Lamar thinking it's on Pittsburgh. I don't think he's going to get that call. Anthony Walker.
They're all not.
Or not Anthony Walker. What's his name?
The Cortez?
Yes, thank you. To Cortez Walker.
He scored that touchdown earlier.
That was an incredible play.
Yeah.
You want to talk about that? That was a typical Lamar throw, middle of the field, over the top of the defense. And Jalen Ramsey had no chance on that play.
It was 4th and a couple, cover 0. Just pretty much get by your own man. That's pretty much it. When you're one-on-one, Lamar stood in there and made that nice throw over the top. 2nd and 16 right now.
Let's see what the Ravens decide to do here. They are going to throw. Batted down. Now, you mentioned Derrick Henry in 2019. I kind of feel like the Ravens' offensive game plan is similar to what the Titans did in that postseason run, where they're just letting Derrick Henry run. But in this game, Chase, I kind of feel like Lamar is playing not to lose. He's not really playing to win.
Yeah, it's questionable. It's concerning in 3rd and 16.
This is as raucous of a crowd at Acrisure Stadium as I've seen in a long time. They throw short of the sticks. I mean, that's fine, but
he doesn't look right. Lamar doesn't look right.
No, that
visually he just doesn't look right.
You knew he was going to be 100% coming in. Meanwhile, you know who does look right? Is TJ Watt.
Man. Yeah. I mean, the big play on the last drive that ended any sort of chance for Baltimore.
So you're playing
interception.
So it's 4th and 8. If you're Pittsburgh, you have a real chance to take this game over right here going into the 4th quarter. This is You let the Steelers hang around, you're gonna get punished for that.
Yep, that's where your problems come. That's why the Steelers, they hang around so much and they know how to win close football games regardless of who the leader of that team is at the quarterback position. They've got guys on defense that are dogs.
Yep.
You let the dogs hang around, they're going to eat sooner or later, and they usually do.
The last time these two teams played on Sunday Night Football on NBC, which was January 1st of 2022, the Ravens let the Steelers hang around, and it came back to bite them in the butt late in the fourth quarter.
Yes, it did. Let's get this playoff scheduled up, actually.
Well, you look at this. So Sunday Night Football on NBC, game 426 next week. How about this for a matchup, Chase? The Chargers and the Patriots. Jim Harbaugh against Mike Vrabel. Justin Herbert against Drake May. Handicap that.
Yeah, that's a heck of a schedule right there. And I mean, you got two NFC games on Saturday, and then you got the Niners and the Eagles sandwiched in between on Sunday.
That's glorious.
Yeah, I mean it's a heck of a schedule. I'll tell you that. I know the Rams and Panthers. You look at the records in that one, and it's like the Rams are such an overwhelming team over the Panthers, but Carolina beat them over a month ago. They did, and they forced some turnovers off of Matthew Stafford, who just threw for 45 touchdowns in the regular season and is trying to win an MVP. So, the Panthers, the last time they made the playoffs with a below 500 record, they were a 4 seed. They did play the 4:30 wild card game, and they played an NFC West team, and they dominated them. Obviously, it was a little bit different. They, who was the Cardinals quarterback that day? Was it?
You ready for this name? Ryan Lindley.
Lindley, yes, because they had Drew Stanton, and Drew Stanton got hurt because he replaced Carson Palmer, who tore his ACL in November of that season.
Yes.
It's crazy to think, but yeah, and you got the Panthers and what you would think is the Rams and the Panthers, that 4 versus 5 game in the NFC has been the Monday Night Football game the last 4 seasons since they extended this thing to the 17-game season and Super Wildcard Weekend. The Monday Night Playoff game, it's always been the 4 versus 5 NFC game that has been on Monday Night Football. But like you texted me before, the Texans finally have a playoff game that's not 4:30 Saturday.
How about that? Yeah, I mean, the Texans are normally in that 4:30 spot, and they get the Monday night games. The AFC gets the 5-4 matchup this season on Wildcard Weekend. And then my guess would be the Fox's number 2 team would call the Rams-Panthers game. So that means Greg Olsen will call a Panthers playoff game. Who would have thought that at the start of the season?
Awesome. That's awesome. You love to see it. I mean, because Greg Olsen was on the 17. He was on the 2017 Panthers team, right?
I believe he was.
I believe so. That was the last time they made the playoffs.
Yeah, and they haven't won the division since 2015. So
yeah. So Greg Olsen, man, that's really cool. Greg Olsen.
I would highly suspect that Kevin and Tom and that crew would be in Philly. I mean, I don't think it's a question, really.
There's no question with that.
I mean, that's going to be a rock fight.
Yeah, I mean, they usually announce this stuff, especially as there's a screen pass being thrown. Pittsburgh loves their tight ends, I'll tell you that.
You may be ahead of me a little bit, which is okay. Oh, yeah, that's
Pat
Fryer moved the security blanket there. So, you kind of, again, the polar opposite of the game we saw last week on SNF on NBC. I mean, these two teams, Kyle Hamilton, by the way, is ruled out for the remainder of the game. That's a huge loss.
Yikes.
Yeah, he did not look good. So, yeah, the Bears-Niners last week was, up and down the field, get your track shoes on. This game is buckle your shin strap twice and carry on.
Pretty much. I mean, final act coming up. I mean, this is the final quarter of the regular season and maybe some more if we have to go that route.
Yeah, so Rams-Panthers will be interesting. Carolina beat the Rams in the regular season. I mean, Carolina, I watched that game yesterday. Neither team would look like a playoff team to me, really. Carolina's a good story, but I think you'd be hard pressed to pick against the Rams.
I think so. And obviously we'll go more in depth and detail on our midweek show with
Ooh, that's gonna be
playoff
fun.
games. It's gonna be a lot of fun. We can finally dial into every single one and press on it. But yeah, I mean the Rams when the Rams are hitting on all cylinders, they are uh, they are a tough team to stop. They really are. And again with the playoffs, I feel as though this is one of the years and one of the only years that I can remember, especially in this type of playoff field where it's in Super Wildcard Weekend, where every single road team could beat the home team. If I'm being honest, it
Yeah, I mean,
hasn't happened.
yeah, because like look at the road teams just in themselves. The Rams, Green Bay, Buffalo, San Francisco,
Yeah.
they're dangerous as a wild card team. The
Mhm.
Chargers, and then Houston. I mean, they've won 9 in a row. So,
Yeah.
and they're healthy, which is good. Um, so Green Bay Chicago is the Saturday night game on Prime. That's a great game. Prime has gotten two divisional games that are as big of rivalries in the NFL as any
Yep.
in their first two playoff games. But here's two things about that. Green Bay's lost 4 in a row. I don't know how good they are really. They've been sputtering. Now, Jordan Love should play next week, so that, could make things interesting. Chicago losing today to Detroit. But get this, Chase, get this. If the Bears do not make that game-winning field goal against the Vikings in week 11, where it just snuck in the left upright, the Vikings would win the division.
That division was separated between two games by 4 teams.
The Vikings were 4-8 at one point.
The Lions are the second team in this century to finish above 500 and finish in last place, just like the Bengals did 2 years ago.
Oh, well, yeah, the Bengals.
But we don't have to talk
They
about
played
that.
today.
They played today, and I didn't care. I watched, but I didn't care.
I did care because it's the Browns, and I can't stand the Browns, so I wanted the Bengals to beat them.
Yeah.
I mean, congratulations, I guess, to Myles Garrett. I mean,
No, I mean that's a big deal. 23 sacks.
it
I know
is,
it's an extra
but
game, but that's a
let's
big
not
deal.
forget he did swing his helmet at Mason Rudolph. So
I mean, I don't forget that, but at the same time, I mean
you're watching greatness. You're watching greatness. I mean, this
accomplishment.
is a modern day Bruce Smith.
Yeah. I mean, it's get the gold jacket ready already. I mean, it's ready already. My fault. Get the gold jacket. All right, he's good. It's like I'm a little bit ahead, so I'm gonna let you watch this one.
Wide open, Kenneth Gainwell, flag down, so maybe something. The Pat Frymer doesn't look happy.
Yep, that'll be offensive pass interference.
So the Ravens got the first 10 in this game. Pittsburgh has scored 13 straight. Yeah. Pat Fryermuth was mad at himself.
Oh, and actually interesting news, but not shocking, that former Bearcat quarterback Brendan Sorsby just committed to Texas Tech.
Good for him.
Not shocked.
I'm not surprised. We've had it rough this week, you and I.
Yeah.
And I was talking to Ryan, on our way back from the game today. And I said, so here's how 2025 ended and 2026 has started. Right?
Yep.
The little crossing route to Kenneth Gainwell there.
Yeah, sports has been rough. I'll put it that way.
Ohio State gets beat. I mean, call it for what it is. They got beat. We'll admit it. They did not play well against Miami.
Yep.
So that happened. Bearcats played against Navy, and I did watch the Liberty Bowl until hockey came on, because the Rangers were playing in the Winter Classic. So I did get that win. So I guess it's not all that bad.
Yep.
So that happened, the Bearcats. Then Saturday happened. Kentucky loses to Alabama. They made it competitive, but Kentucky fans are freaking out. Oh, look at that throw.
That was close. I thought the bobble at the end,
Yep.
Chidobe came away with that one.
Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Did not drop that one. So Kentucky lost. The Bearcats were, I mean, you can pick your favorite Wes Miller quote from yesterday. My favorite one, Chase, is that was really close.
That was super close.
I didn't even think it was that close live. He bobbled it. Like, how does Chidobe Awuzie not come up with the football when he is falling over him?
Some strong hands right there. Oh boy.
All right, here we go. Roll out to the right, going deep.
Whoa.
Ooh.
That was a read. That was a chance right there for Malachi Starks. He's gonna want that one back.
He is, yeah. Your first round draft pick out of Georgia. Thank you.
Put that free high look on there.
Let's see what. It's a good play design though. Good pickup on that blitz there.
He jumped that route pretty well deep down the field.
Did, yeah.
Turned the tips. Was retreating back.
I don't know if he really had. You know what's funny is if he hadn't jumped the route like you just said, he may have had a better chance at it.
He might have, yeah.
Jalen
Warren actually ran under it. Huh.
So, and then today the Bengals, which I mean,
I'm numb to it.
By the way, the Knicks are on a 3-game losing streak, so
yeah.
You know, when Wes Miller says nobody has dealt with the injury crap like Cincinnati, are you kidding me?
I'll reserve Cincinnati talk.
We'll reserve that for off air. But you want to talk about insulting Bob Mangine, a guy that has been at this university for a long time?
Dang.
If you want to look at it that way, Rodgers better throw this.
He did not.
Yeah. Well, Mike Green, and then the Joneses. So keeping up with the Joneses.
It's about time they turn the pressure up. I mean,
yeah, where has this been all game?
That was a 4-man rush right there, a little stunt.
Yeah. And that pressure just got there. I mean, it held, the offensive line held up for a little bit, but
yeah, this is everything that you could have expected from a Ravens-Steelers game. This is not surprising at all.
It's beautiful, and if it makes sense to you, you would understand why. That's going to be weird. Wait, what just happened?
I think his own guy ran into him, but no one touched the ball, and the Steelers guy touched it first. It was Jack Sawyer.
Jack Sawyer attempted to scoop and score. He's done that before, as we know.
That's very true, about almost a year ago today. Yeah.
Do you know that 20 years ago today was the 06 Rose Bowl?
That's insane. He actually got pushed. He pushed this guy into him. Whoa, hold on. Can you do that?
I don't know if
I don't know why I said you can't even do that, but whoa, hold on.
So he got pushed.
Got shoved right into him.
Maybe he didn't realize it, or
it's kind of wild.
No call on the play. So,
jeez. Okay.
Speaking of this day, time now for This Day in SNF on NBC History. Chase, where were you on January 4th, 2014 at 4:30 p.m.?
I was. You said January 4th of 2014.
This is the wild card round of the 2013 playoffs, and
Saints Eagles game. I remember where I was at. I remember, and the Colts and the Chiefs too earlier in the day.
I was gonna say if the fact that you started with the second game on the list, which hey,
yeah.
So that was so 2 games that day. You mentioned the Saints and Eagles. We'll go there. So the Saints win that game on a 32-yard game-winning field goal. Do you remember who the Saints kicker was that made that, Chase?
Was that Shane Graham?
It was Shane Graham.
Crazy.
Who's still maybe in some crosshairs amongst Bengals fans.
The
Saints finally win a game in the cold. They outgained the Eagles 434 to 256 despite 2 turnovers. Drew Brees did throw 2 picks, but led a game-winning drive and overcame the Eagles, who won the previous week on SNF on NBC to get in the playoffs.
Hold on a second. That is actually interesting to think about. I think the Ravens are the first team since the Eagles to play 3 straight games on an NBC sort of station.
Yes.
You know what I mean? That's actually nuts to think about. The Eagles played their last 3 games of the 2013 season, regular and post combined, on NBC.
Yeah. Huh. Week 16 against Chicago, they slaughtered them. Week 17 at Dallas, and then the wildcard game against the Saints. The other game that day, Chase, one of the most memorable games in SNF on NBC history.
It's crazy. Crazy to think about.
45-44. The Colts trailing 38-10 with 13:39 to play in the third quarter, and then they scored the next 35 points. A combined 1,039 yards in that game. Andrew Luck, 29-45 for 443. Oh, here we go. Look at this scene.
Yeah. There was a Donald Brown fumble right by the end zone. Andrew Luck picked it up, took a big Allen Iverson step over and dove into the end zone. Man.
Drew Esikoff is cooking right now with these shots.
Yes, he is.
All right, well, here we go. Well, they're going to throw it here on a play action. Oh, there you go, Zay Flowers.
That was out of frame right there.
Yeah. I thought he was throwing it away for a second.
Yeah.
Yeah, 4 touchdowns, 3 picks in that game. T.Y. Hilton had 13 receptions for 224 and 2 touchdowns in that game. Dan Hicks on the call for that game, play-by-play.
Wow. Was that Dan and Mike Mayock?
Let's see.
Mike Mayock did a lot of –
He is unbelievably good at his job, Mike Mayock.
Yeah.
It was Dan Hicks, Mike Mayock, and ready for this name? Alex Flanagan.
Wow. Remember – a lot of times, Football Night in America, wherever the big 425 game was, Alex Flanagan would have her hit post game from the big 425 game toward the end of the show, Football Night in America. Remember that?
Wait, so she would have her.
She would have a story. Say, for example, the Eagles and Cowboys played at 425. Like, I'm just throwing a random thing out, like a week 12 425 game. And the Sunday Night Football game happened to be Broncos-Chiefs. She would be at the site of the 425 game, and then they'd be like, we'll throw it out to Alex Flanagan on something. And then she reports on, like, a little piece from where she was at the game. Like, she was at the 425 games, like the big
one of the hardest working women in sports casting this century.
Yeah.
And it kind of goes – she kind of goes under the radar a little bit. She did – this is a piece of my childhood right here. She did Notre Dame football on Saturday afternoons with Tom Hammond.
Man. And Tom and Chris worked together on those
yeah, they did.
wildcard games.
Forget who is – yeah, they did. And then Tom Hammond worked with, like – so the Jets-Bengals game in 09 – we don't like remembering this game. Shane Graham has 2 field goals in that game inside 35 yards. Tom Hammond, Joe Theismann, Joe Gibbs, and Tiki Barber were on the call.
That's a crew
for that game. How about that? So, Chargers-Patriots, that they have played 3 times on SNF on NBC.
Let me think of the years here. 2007, 2008, 2014.
That is correct.
One in New England. The last 2 were in San Diego.
Yes, and New England, smoked them in that Week 2 game. In 2007. That was a rematch of the 06 divisional playoff game.
Yep.
Sports Illustrated the next week, or maybe the week leading up to the game, they had like an article, Tom Brady is God. And then Tom Brady and Randy Moss just smoked the Chargers that night. Maybe if Quentin Jammer hadn't shown up drunk, like he claimed that he
Twitter's a crazy place. When the guys admit it on Twitter, whew, that's
listen,
that's something.
You're opening up a can of worms.
Yep. Well, in his case, he's opened a can of beer, but it's what it is.
Maybe more than one.
True. But
so here we go, 3rd and 4.
Yeah, let's see.
9 minutes to this. This feels like a big play. Watch T.J. Watt on the right side. He's going to drop back. Oh, look at this! Oh, you have to wrap him up. There's no way. Oh my God!
I'm sorry, I couldn't hold a reaction down.
Oh,
that's the Lamar
no.
Jackson we've been waiting to see. That's the Lamar Jackson that's the MVP Lamar Jackson right there.
Yes, it is. Yes,
he had to come out for a play. He might need to come out for a couple more plays as the game goes on, but man, wow.
If you're Alex Highsmith, how do you not? If you get a sack there You have all the momentum and the ball back. Let me see what's okay. So Zay Flowers, first off, how does Warlitz not get him? And then, oh, that's a throw. I mean, that might be the best play Lamar Jackson's ever made in Pittsburgh. And I don't even think I'm exaggerating.
I don't think it's not far fetched at all. It really is. And again, that is barbecue chicken right there with Patrick Queen guarding Zay Flowers on barbecue the scramble chicken. Drill.
Former Raven, mind you. Why is he all the way? Why is he all the way back in coverage there, Chase?
I don't know if they were playing a Tampa 2 look at all. I'm not entirely. I have to see that play. I think I'm so fascinated about the Lamar throw. Sometimes when they played that Tampa 2 look, that linebacker drops so far into that deep zone when the two safeties are playing split, and then he's basically covering that deep middle, following someone who's going over the middle. But that was also a scramble drill, so I have no idea.
So we've seen 2 throws in the last 2 weeks beat a Tampa 2.
Yeah.
The Purdy to Jennings last week, and then Lamar to Zay. That's okay.
They'll show it again. I don't know.
In the 20 years of SNF on NBC, in the 425 games, by the way, the first one was in Pittsburgh. So, I mean, that's a play you're going to see.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
all right. Ryan, come here. I got to bring Ryan in here.
Yeah.
All right. Just, Ryan, you're – okay. Explain to me, please. As we welcome Ryan back to the show, loyal listener. What in the world did you see on that play?
Man,
he can't even speak.
I mean, how do you miss that tackle when you're Benson and
it's Ben
Highsmith? They both combine in from left and right, and Jackson literally. I'm going to use Kevin Harlan's phrase, "slippery as a raindrop."
There you go.
You're not messing around.
Yeah.
Spins around, finds a mismatch on Zay Flowers on Patrick Queen. Throws a beauty right over the top to Zay. Walk-in touchdown. Yeah. Unbelievable.
You know what's interesting is, like I said on my Substack column previewing this game, that when Lamar plays the Steelers in Pittsburgh, it's like he doesn't know what he's doing. And to your point, Ryan, he looked like he knew what he was doing on that play.
It reminded me of Joe Burrow against Chris Jones in the AFC Championship game, 3rd and 7, if you recall.
Wait, the Bengals have been to the AFC Championship recently?
Okay. 4 years ago, I guess now. Bengals Chiefs in the 2022 late January. Chris Jones, 3rd and 7.
Are here? They're going to show a replay here.
That wasn't a coverage.
Okay.
So you'll see
a wide split though on the two safeties.
He's over the top of him.
It's just as simple as my guy's better than your guy, and I trust my guy, and I'm going to throw it up to him and make the play. I mean, that's as simple as that.
And bottom line, it's just tough to cover for 5 seconds, especially when Lamar Jackson's the quarterback back there.
Oh, no, wait, hold on a second. And then Tyler Loop just kicked it out of bounds. What are we doing here? We still got 8:42 to go. I mean, this is
a playoff game before the playoffs.
Oh, well, I mean, it was that way going in, and it's turning out to be that way right now. I mean, this feels like the 2011 Week 9 game. I'm telling you.
It does. No, it does. It definitely does. I mean, it's interesting to see how this plays.
You think the Steelers are going to be able to come back with Aaron Rodgers' injury to his finger?
It's just a non-throwing hand. Listen, I saw Aaron Rodgers on one calf will the Packers to overtime of the NFC Championship in 2014.
This was over a decade ago. This is 40-year-old Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, but I mean those kinds of things stay with you. I mean you
heard Tariq on the broadcast. He's no old spring chicken anymore.
Listen.
He can't run like he used to. Or we saw on that 3rd down. And
you don't have to run if you can throw it. Let your receivers do the rest. See, he just turned a 1-yard gain to like a 6 or 7 yard gain.
I mean, that was all Marquez Valdez.
Yeah,
all he did was throw the screen pass.
Okay, that is true. All right, Ryan, thank you for your wonderful input.
Yes, enjoy the show.
As always, we will enjoy this show.
Yeah, they're missing Kyle Hamilton a lot right now. ever since he's been out. I
mean, who wouldn't be is what I'm wondering.
I mean, that's just I mean, he's a different.
So, second and 3. See what happens here. Whoa! Oh! See that kickoff out of bounds.
Yeah.
If there's ever a time to use the phrase "do your job," it's when you're talking to your kicker.
Yep. Now Nate Wiggins is hurt. Nate Wiggins has been hurt like the whole night. He's gotten hurt like 3 times.
He has really become a solid piece on that Ravens secondary.
Yes, he has, and he's got to stay healthy. That's the big thing. He's a heck of a corner out there, but man, he's got to stay healthy.
Question.
I actually want to kind of take over a small portion since I think we're going to break right now. Yep. So I was actually looking at this, and I haven't updated the stuff from earlier today of players that have gotten to a certain, statistical number when it comes to yards and everything else. I used it because of the 17-game season that was played in 2015 and the 16 games that were played, through 17 weeks. Sorry. 16-game season back in 2015, 16 games of the 17 games in 2025 before the game started today. Here's what I got for you, all right? It's just interesting how the NFL statistics and everything else have changed over the years and in a way that you necessarily wouldn't think. 4,000-yard passes. I don't know if you saw my tweet earlier about this, but 4,000-yard passers. In 2015, we had 12 quarterbacks that threw for 4,000-plus yards. In 2025, as of noon today, before any of these 1 o'clock games and all of them started, we had 5 quarterbacks that have hit the 4,000-yard mark, 7 less than 10 years ago.
I don't know how to explain that.
Now, how about this? 1,000-yard rushers in 2015. We only had 7. But in 2025, up to noon earlier, 16 running backs, 1,000 yards.
And that is 17th in Chase Brown, who eclipsed that mark today.
Yep. 1,000-yard receivers in 2015. We had 26 receivers that had 1,000 yards. And then as we entered today, we only had 15 guys that had 1,000 yards receiving, 11 less than 10 years ago. Now, to finish this one off, offenses who averaged 360-plus yards per game in 2015, there were 13 teams that averaged that number. In 2025, 6 teams. Offenses who averaged 250 passing yards or more per game. In 2015, there were 13 teams that averaged that. In 2025, only 3 teams averaged 250-plus passing yards per game.
So people that want to claim that there's no defense in the NFL, they might want to think otherwise.
But I'll tell you this one, offenses who averaged over 120 rushing yards per game. In 2015, there were only 7 teams. And in 2025, there were 14 teams. The running back, here's what it is. I get it. The value of the running back has gone down, but the importance of the run game has gone up over time.
Now, you've seen that with mobile quarterbacks, and you've seen that with, for those that say the quarterback play is at an all-time high, it is. But is it because of their pocket passing ability, or is it because of their abilities to make plays off script?
I think it's off script. I truly do.
Manning, Brady, Breeze, Rivers, Big Ben, they all lived in the pocket. That's where numbers, passing yards, Stafford even. Now it's, I don't know. And I think it's because defenses adjusted to those quarterbacks. And so then quarterbacks became more mobile. It's you do this, I do this, and then we'll do that league.
Yeah. And
that's what this league is. Look at Rodgers rolling out to his left, finding, is that Connor Hayward?
Looks like Connor Hayward.
It was. So it's going to be 3rd down.
Yeah, defenses have adjusted. Pass rushers have gotten more skilled, especially seeing guys like a Myles Garrett, for example, TJ Watt, Michael Parsons. Those pass rushers have evolved over time, and there have been some great pass rushing through the history of the NFL.
Both Garrett and Watt in that 2017 draft class.
Exactly.
And that may have been when it started. I mean, you see the importance of those defensive players.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Someone jumped. So false start will push him back from the 31 to the 36. Reminder, the Texans play the winner of this game. They beat the Ravens in Week 5 in the regular season. They did not play Pittsburgh. The last time they played Pittsburgh was in 2023, and they crushed them that game.
Yeah.
That was when you really started to think C.J. Stroud had something in him.
Yeah, that was an early season game, I think. That was Week 4.
It was.
They really dominated them.
I think it was the day that J.J. Watt had his number retired, or he was inducted into the Texans Ring of Honor.
Yeah.
And he had a very good first season in the booth.
He really did.
Oh, what a throw!
Yep.
Here we go.
Yep, he can still do that.
He can still sling it down the
middle
middle
of the field. He can still do that.
And just like if who was tight ends in Green Bay?
What do you have? Mercedes Lewis.
Jermichael Finley at one point.
Jermichael Finley. That was a good pull. Jermichael Finley. Richard Rodgers.
Jared. Who could ever forget Richard Rodgers?
Jared Cook had that catch along the sideline in Dallas that won the game in the divisional round.
Oh yeah, that's one of the great plays. And
who else did he had a lot? He had a lot of different tight ends through there.
Did he have Donald Lee at one point?
He might have.
Who was their tight end in 2010 on their Super Bowl team? Was that Jermichael Finley?
I think it was. Maybe a couple years after. I'm not entirely sure.
That little shimmy that he gave Ardarius Washington. That's what did it on that route.
Yep. Yeah. And then they had Robert Tonyan for a little bit toward the end.
Yes. Forgot about him.
Yeah, Tonyan had a really good year.
By the way,
Rodgers.
So interesting tidbit. The Chargers have played 29 games on SNF on NBC. They're 15-14. The Patriots have played 45. They are 26-19.
Interesting.
And this is, of course, next Sunday, the fourth time in SNF on NBC history that these two teams will play. The Patriots are 2-1. Excuse me, sorry. With 5:19 to go. By the way, that playoff game between the Chiefs and Colts in 2013, that was Andy Reid's first ever playoff game with the Chiefs.
Yeah, and Alex Smith's first season as the Chiefs quarterback.
And he did not have a bad day that day by any means. 30-46 for 378 and 4 touchdowns. Hey, that should be a win in every single game. But we can tell you that sometimes that isn't always the case.
Yep, we can tell you that. But yeah, I mean, it looked like they were going to cruise along to one, but yeah. Luck. That's all I got. Luck. Andrew Luck, that is.
Yes.
We got 2nd and goal from the 4.
Trying to see if there's any other playoff games that occurred on January 4th. I know there are. I just got to see which. Oh, good tackle. Chidobe Awuzie still has it.
Hobbling off.
Whoa.
I don't know what's happening with him and Arthur Smith right now.
Suck it, Steelers.
Oh, helmet change.
Interesting. Yeah, you want to tackle Johnny Smith. I mean, you're asking for it.
Yeah. Oh boy.
So you had playoff games on this day. They just had to call a timeout.
Oh
my gosh, they did. Wow.
No timeouts, 3:53 to go, 3rd and goal.
Oh, well, and here you go. And you think the Bengals you think the Bengals are bad using timeouts? Arthur Smith, what are you doing? No wonder you got fired after 3 years in Atlanta. Speaking of which, the Falcons, Chase, cleaning house.
That's an attractive spot. That's an attractive spot down there.
It's an attractive spot, but what's the quarterback situation like?
Well, you can make your own quarterback situation with that one, but Kirk Cousins, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money.
But then Michael Penix, 8th overall pick in
24. The ACL this year.
I mean, I feel like he hasn't played enough football to either he hasn't played enough football, but at the same time, you don't really know what you have in him.
Yep. Let's see this one.
All right, here we go. 3rd and goal from the 1.5 yard line. Inside handoff. There he goes. Former Memphis Tiger Kenneth Gainwell, who I saw play in the American Championship game in 2019.
Wow.
All right, so it was 8 plays, 60 yards, 453. Now, Lamar Jackson is either going to rewrite some part of the narrative of his career, or he's only going to cement his legacy, in a sense. That may be a little extreme because he's a 2-time MVP, but his record in Pittsburgh and the fact that he would miss the playoffs with the talent that's around him. And I don't want to hear anybody say, well, he was hurt. He wasn't hurt when they lost to the Bengals and Steelers at home, if I recall.
So he's got over 3 minutes. Obviously, you know the 2 MVPs. His last play, he completed one heck of a throw on a 3rd down where he eluded a sack, launched one deep, scored a touchdown to take the lead.
My question is, how much does Derrick Henry get used on this drive?
He's got to be on the field. I mean, what is it? The Ravens have all 3 timeouts.
Yeah.
3:49 to go. Obviously, you got to run with tempo, but at the same time, I mean, if that guy he's ran for over 100 yards tonight, obviously there's a situation and scenario when you get to a certain point where it's, hey, we got to throw, we got to throw and control.
You got to throw, but at the same time, you have to use Henry at some point for clock purposes.
They want to score a touchdown. You don't have to if you don't want to, but they're down 3. But at the same time, it's like, we want to try to win this football game in regulation and get on out of here and play extra football next week. So I'd start off
3:49 to decide the AFC North. Exactly how it should be.
There we go. That you couldn't have written it up any better. But
flipped a little bit on that kick return.
And the last time not the last time, but we were talking about that 2011 Week 9 SNF game. It was 20-16, and the Ravens, led by current Bengals quarterback Joe Flacco, actually took them down and won the game in the final seconds, 23-20. Now you're down 3 in crunch time with everything on the line. There you go.
Mike Tirico's called so many Ravens Steelers games. Chris Collinsworth's been a part of so many of them, and he's been a part of 11 of them on SNF on NBC, now 12. So they gave it to Henry in the first play. He just ran into a stone wall there. Holy.
Yeah.
Cameron Hayward is willing himself through this game. He was getting oxygen earlier. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you this. If you're the Texans, you don't want to play Pittsburgh on Monday Night Football because the Steelers have not lost a home Monday Night Football game since 1992.
I didn't even realize that.
And it's the playoffs. Just saying.
Well, CJ Stroud is great in the wild card round.
There you go. It's going to be different, though. One way or another, it's going to be a tough matchup for the Texans, but we got good football last 3 minutes.
And you'll get Houston, Pittsburgh again next year, and Houston, Baltimore. Actually, that'll be in Houston next year. So Houston, because the AFC North plays the AFC South next year.
Yep.
There's some interesting matchups in that.
There are.
Did you think when the Bengals beat the Jaguars in Week 2 that Jacksonville was going to go 12-3 the rest of the way?
Couldn't have thought.
Trevor Lawrence looks so good right now.
Yeah, he does. Look at them using Patrick Ricard. How about that? Are they – hold on. Are they trying to – they're saying he's short of the line to gain.
So that kind of makes things interesting because now you got to think about what play you're going to call here. If you're Todd Monken here, it is third down. So
I think this is zone read. This is either zone read or you're powering it with Henry.
Exactly.
Yeah, Ricard's still in the game. So
or you're going to run like Andrews in the flat or something. What's happening here? Okay, there we go. All right. So they fake the zone read. Jackson's dropping back. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Look at this. Flag down. So we're going to – okay, hold on. Oh, boy.
Boom.
Oh, it's on Pittsburgh?
It counts.
Wow.
It counts.
And they're going to be down by 4.
Wow. That was quick.
I can't – don't fast forward. Oh, Joey Porter. Just when you think he's turned a corner. Oops.
Zay Flowers again on third down.
How do you get beat twice in the same quarter? And Zay Flowers is really good. Don't get me wrong.
I know that score is going to be different in a couple of seconds, but look at that score, Alex.
Oh, you don't say.
23-20 for a couple
I wonder
moments.
where we've seen that.
Yeah, I wonder. In that stadium too.
Yeah,
that was kick here.
That was Sunday Night Football game 107.
Yeah, that's impressive.
Now this is 425.
So now you're at 4. Steelers have to go down, score a touchdown.
Okay, you Aaron, listen, I don't think you need to fast forward. Oh, maybe you do. I don't know. Oh, yeah, you do. Okay, good.
I'm a genius.
Sources have said this.
Should I join again?
No, you should not do it
That
again.
was a.
How are you? Where is everybody?
That's a heck of a play call. They just bunched everybody to one side, move the pocket, and have your fastest player slip out the other end.
Zay Flowers, shades of Torrey Smith. Literally.
Wow.
Not Jalen Ramsey.
That's so. Well, Jalen Ramsey, I mean, he's not what he once was.
See, that's tough
Aaron
coverage.
Donald bailed out Jalen Ramsey. Let's be real.
I wouldn't even say that's tough coverage for, I don't know what 22 is on the Steelers on the outside, but that's just odd coverage because he's on an island by himself. There's no one that he's particularly guarding that's right up across from him, and he has to get depth. He can't get beat outside. No one's there to beat him outside, but then he had no depth because there was so much space with there being no help over the top.
There's 2:20 left, and you're giving the ball back to Aaron Rodgers. Now, my question is, who is your closer if you're the Ravens? I'm going Kyle Van Noy.
I like that. You know what? Someone who I think stepped up over the last couple weeks, Draymond Jones.
Draymond Jones?
Be interesting one. I don't know closer, but it could be some of the most unlikely heroes that do it in games like this. And
36 career game-winning drives in the fourth quarter overtime. That's third most among active players.
He's a bad man.
If this is the last drive of Aaron Rodgers' career, this is something. What we're witnessing right now is, all right. This is where you would really want DK Metcalf, wouldn't you?
Exactly.
All right, so here we go. Whoa. Okay, I think we know how this game is going to end. Okay, so 2-minute warning. Calvin Austin, another former Memphis Tiger. It's funny because he wasn't even their number one wide receiver that year. Oh, boy. And now Alohi Gilman grabbing at that collarbone area. Oh, boy.
Not a good time.
They've been dropping like flies in this game.
Yes, they have.
Man, oh, man.
Obviously, the Steelers' receiving core is very short-handed, but you definitely don't want the Ravens secondary to become short-handed during that game to make things a little bit more of a fair fight for Pittsburgh.
It's over. They have no timeouts.
Yeah, that's a good point. So Pittsburgh has to score. They can't turn it over on downs And, well, no. This is it. Like, this is it.
Yeah. I have to.
Well, I'm sure Pittsburgh would love to have like a Troy Polamalu or a Ryan Clark in their secondary right now, or maybe some guy named Ike Taylor.
Man, we can go down that whole defense. Actually, just name everybody.
You want to talk about like, I mean, even a guy like Chris Hope, Deshae Townsend.
Yeah.
All right. So Houston's either going to be headed to Baltimore or Pittsburgh. Well, he was a linebacker, Ryan Shazier, but I'm talking like secondary players. Actually, that's a good point about Shazier because Patrick Queen was in coverage on that first touchdown chase.
Shazier dropped in coverage a lot.
Okay, Mike Hilton.
Yeah, Mike Hilton even. If you want to talk about former Steelers defensive backs. So that was who's 16? This is what's
Adam Thielen.
What has he been on the Steelers?
Maybe a month, I think. I don't know. It's been a very short time period.
Jeez. I mean, you got pro basketball players going back to college to play. Look at this little dump off here. He better slip that tackle. Oh, he did. So now we'll see if the Ravens start thinking about using their timeouts here. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This is where the tough get rough in a primetime fight.
Welcome to game 2.
The last one standing gets to turn out the lights.
Yes, they do on the regular season.
Yeah.
So the clock is running inside 110. All right, here we go. Just throw it away. That's fine. Just throw it away. I mean, here's the thing. If you score at like 40 seconds, unless Zay Flowers gets loose again, which at this point might happen, or I should say this rate, the Ravens are probably going to kick a field goal.
Yeah.
To tie the game. Now, this is assuming Pittsburgh scores. So
if they score on this play, this or the next play, then
you understand, like there's futuristic implications for both organizations hanging in the balance in these next 63 seconds.
Yep.
This is how it should be. What are you doing there? No flag.
I hate when people ask for flags or being ridiculous.
I mean, sometimes you get it. If you get it, are you saying that you don't like that people call for flags? My goodness. Since when did Adam Thielen join the Steelers? Did I miss something?
Yeah, you must have. First of all, that should have been on the offense, if anything.
It's not pass interference. You're right. It's not DPI. That's good coverage by Marlon Humphrey.
It's a contact sport. Let them both play. They did.
It's Ravens Steelers, 1 minute left. Keep the flags in your pocket. Here we go. 3rd and 10. Oh, no way! No way!
No!
Are you kidding me? How did he get that wide open? Chase Younts, what? Who missed their assignment there?
Too much time left.
Wow.
55 seconds and 3 timeouts.
I think you know who missed his assignment there.
No,
was it Chidobe Awuzie?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. That's like shades of Week 16, 2023 SNF on NBC, George Pickens.
Wow.
I had to bring that up.
Oh, gosh.
Oh my gosh. It's the Ravens defense. You want to talk about a fourth quarter. Both teams have scored 14. Well, assuming the extra point is made here by Chris Boswell.
He missed it!
Oh my God, he missed.
Oh, he missed it!
We're not going to overtime.
Oh, yeah, this game's going to be decided in the next 55 seconds.
The only thing we need is Justin Tucker in this game.
Thumbnail this.
Oh, gosh. What? Okay, what?
So
okay, let's. He must
First
have
off, let's see how bad this coverage is.
A nasty slow go. I slipped.
He missed the extra point. Oh,
he slipped.
Oh, he slipped.
He
okay.
Slipped.
You can't
win a slow go. I think it was just a hitch and go.
Yeah, but he's and it clearly did that cause
hitch
him?
And go?
No, yeah. He slipped just because of it.
Yep.
I don't even think the ref had anything to do with it.
The nasty hitch and go.
How do you miss it?
Wow.
So you can make a 57-yard kick, but you can't make an extra point. Okay, now So suddenly you're playing to win the game 27-26.
Yep. And to think about it, can't have a kick out of bounds. Can't have the kick out of bounds here.
Well, if it's kickoff out of bounds, good night. Because you get the ball to Lamar Jackson at the 40-yard line. If Justin Tucker was your kicker, it's game over.
Justin Tucker prior to last year, it's automatic game over.
Yeah, unless you're playing the Bengals.
That too. And Boswell knows a thing or two about that against us.
How do you miss an extra point? I mean,
that extra point specifically.
I mean, Evan McPherson's missed 3 in 2 weeks, so. All right. Not kicked out of bounds, so it's fielded the 5. He's going to run it back. Is that Keaton Mitchell?
Oh!
Well, you know what? Maybe he should have kicked it out of bounds.
Wow.
This is you know what? I kind of wish he would have made that extra point, because then you would get overtime between these two teams.
You know what I'm doing right here? And call me crazy. Spreading this thing out, and I'm giving that ball to either Derrick Henry or Lamar's keeping it. I'm spreading the offense out, and I'm running. You got 3 timeouts.
So you're gonna call a run up the middle? Are you gonna call like a QB draw up the middle?
Well, it looks like it's a pretty condensed look. They'll throw it here. If it gets a second and short at any point, they're going to run one of these.
Now, here's the thing. Even if you turn it over, like let's say you do throw a pick on this play, you have 3 timeouts. Excuse me. Here we go. Too easy.
Second and short now. I wouldn't be shocked if they run the ball here. They got to keep it simple.
I would.
Keep it simple. Obviously, they want to keep their timeouts as much as they can, but they want to make sure they're getting these first downs and these yards more than that at this
Chris Boswell. Boy, Danny Smith, one of the best special teams coordinators in the NFL. He has to be. I mean, he's probably chewing that gum. He might have bit his tongue already.
Yeah.
You're already at the 45-yard line. All right, let's see what they're going to keep throwing it here. I'm kind of flagged. Ooh, that could be huge.
Was that a pick play?
Is it a pick play, illegal formation, maybe? I don't know if it's a
that was thrown right at the start. That could be a formation.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yep. Okay, so now 2nd and 7.
He wasn't even on the line. Ronnie Stanley wasn't even on the line. Look,
how many times have we seen that? Shades of Week 1 last year when he kept getting flagged.
That's like the first thing you do as an offensive lineman. You're on. I know if receivers do it, but am I on? Am I off? As an offensive lineman, am I on? He's back there again. He looks like he might not even be on the line in this one, too.
If I'm TJ Watt, I'm teeing off here. You have to.
Run the football.
39 seconds. There he goes. Good protection. You can run this here.
Nope.
Wow.
He's not.
That was weird.
That was odd. That was really odd. I think was that a miss?
Was Andre Hopkins?
He was wide open. It looked like. Geez. I don't know if he didn't see him or what.
I forgot he even. I'm not even.
He just didn't see him. He could have just lofted it right over the top, and it would have been a catch.
Oh my god!
How do you not like?
Oh my god!
Wow.
Why is Lamar telling him to go, dude? You missed the throw.
No, he wanted him to go because he was wide. There was no one there. He would have scored a touchdown.
If he would have pump faked him, then he would have been able to cut back in and try.
Or maybe if he would just run the football like you're the most transcendent quarterback to ever do it.
Oh boy,
now it's 3rd and 7.
That's on Hopkins.
Here we go. Oh my god! Oh,
nope, he's not.
Just get him down already. Yeesh. Oh,
good play by Jackson.
Smart. That's good. That's a good point, Ryan. So
yeah, that was smart. Kept it alive.
But I mean, this is an abomination. If you don't do anything with where you got the football, Chase, you're at 2nd and 2, and you're not going to get any points.
This could be John Harbaugh's job right here. This could be John Harbaugh's job on this play. I truly think it could be.
This is what?
This could be John Harbaugh's job this play.
You know, with legacies on the line, and we talked about it last week.
Yeah,
4th and 7. Yeah, they do call timeouts.
Got to use one of them.
21
Can't take them with you. Can't take them with you.
No, you can. I mean, especially 3. Yeesh.
Yeah.
All right, so 26-24, 21 seconds left, 4th and 7. And the ball is on – what yard line is the ball on? So the 50-yard line?
Somewhere like maybe like the 48 of Pittsburgh.
You know what's funny is my dad, so his good friend, got married. She's a big Steelers fan. She always wanted to get married on the 50-yard line at Three River Stadium.
Yep.
So instead of having the red carpet at their wedding, they had a green carpet with 50 on it.
Oh, there we go. Shoot.
And the ball right now is on the 50-yard line.
50-yard line. Okay. Yep.
Okay, here we go. So you need the 43, 4th and 7. What play do they have called here?
Oh, boy.
And wherever Zay Flowers is, have someone on him, please. Here we go. Here comes TJ Watt.
Oh!
He caught it. He caught it.
Timeout.
He caught it.
Let's go, baby. I said
12 seconds left. Okay, now.
Dude, Lamar's delivered. Every single drive in the fourth quarter, he's delivered.
You can't blame him. You have to give him a lot of credit. So they have 2 tight ends on this play. It's a condensed formation. Now they bring in, so Highsmith drops back into coverage. Watt is going.
He just put it up there. He just put it up there for the big guy.
Why did Jalen Ramsey not try to swipe?
I don't know the angle on that.
I don't understand that at all.
He just ran that was a flat line. There was no angle to it.
Give Isaiah Likely credit, though, because I think he did kind of get a little bit of his arms there. Okay, so 12 seconds. Can you imagine, Chris Boswell missing an extra point being the end of Aaron Rodgers? I mean, this will be the 4th straight year that Aaron Rodgers is not in the playoffs.
If the Ravens can put it all together.
So 14 seconds left. There you see a shot at Cameron Hayward.
They're going to get it to the correct hash.
So it's a 42-yarder from here. Not automatic, in this weather at least. Interesting. So they lose a few yards. Okay, so this is literally – this is it, okay?
Yep.
How great is that? I mean, these SNF on NBC games the last few weeks. In the last 2 weeks since, we sort of resumed business here.
Yep, this is –
they say the game of football comes down to the kicker. They are not kidding.
They really aren't.
All right, so 44 yards. Tyler Loop.
No ice on the kicker here.
All right, here we go. All right. This is for the AFC North. The Ravens would be 9-8 if they win. Pittsburgh would be 10-7 if Luke misses. This is not automatic. Now they did line it up middle of the field.
44 yards.
This is I don't even want to know what he's thinking right now. If he's thinking anything.
Here it goes.
Here we go. 2 seconds left. Here we go. No way! Oh, no way! The raw emotions of football.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my.
That is unbelievable.
Oh my God, Alex. Oh my God, you missed it. What do kickers do? What do they do?
Mike Tomlin blowing a kiss to the camera.
Is that the best game 272 of all time?
It's up there. Chase, is this the best game 272, 256 you've ever seen?
Best ending.
A best ending?
I think
Chargers,
it might be.
Chargers Raiders was that's a classic.
I mean,
Now, best Ravens Steelers game?
Did that really just happen? This is like the two worst people and one of them's going to win a prize. And the worst person has won that prize.
If I'm a Ravens fan, I'm sick.
I don't even want to know what it's like to be a Ravens fan right now. Someone
oh my gosh.
Someone tweeted last year, I'll never forget this after the Bills game. All their heartbreaking losses in the Harbaugh era, okay? So you know who Tyler Loop's first call should be to?
Who?
Billy Cundiff.
Oh,
remember that name, Chase?
Oh, I remember.
You got to be. You have to be kidding me. Seriously. This catch should live in Ravens lore. Instead, it's a footnote. I had a funny feeling he might miss it. I wonder how many people left the stadium after Likely caught that pass thinking that they had won.
I texted my Steelers friend. I said, I never want to hear a single complaint out of you ever again. Nonetheless, that was a hell of a game.
Unfortunately, Derrick Henry's birthday, not kind to him this year.
You know what's crazy? I know I was born in 03. I've got friends that have never seen the Steelers have a losing season in their life.
Can I see a stat real fast now?
Yeah. Ryan has a stat. Tell me. Okay. Go.
Listen to this.
Go ahead, Ryan.
So,
sorry.
The Steelers are on a 23-game win streak playing on Monday Night Football at home and now get to host the Texans on Monday Night Football in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Chase had that said earlier. They have not lost a Monday Night Football home game since 1992.
Oh, my. Oh, my.
I got Steelers fans texting me. Well, you know what's funny is like you were born in 03. The Steelers had a 6-10 record in 03, and then the next year they just went 15-1.
Yeah, I know I play impartial, and I try to, be as legit as possible about everything that's going on in the National Football League, regardless of being a disgruntled Bengals fan.
Disgruntled.
I dislike the Steelers the most out of any team in the NFL. And that's like they're number one, far up there. Okay. They know how to win. That's one thing I completely respect about them. They know how to win. But I don't want to hear anyone really complain about if you're a Steelers fan.
What do you have to complain about?
I don't want to hear complaints.
You were dead after week 13.
And it's not even, and it's that, but on top of it, like again, I said, I have friends that have never seen the Steelers have a losing season in their life.
And you've seen two Super Bowls. You've seen 2 Super Bowl wins. You've seen 3 Super Bowls.
Yep.
You've seen 5 AFC championships, I think. 5
Nonetheless,
AFC championship games.
Heck of a game.
Dude, that's the last game of the regular season in SNF on NBC's 20th season, and it delivered and then some.
They always deliver. I'll say that.
Let's go to the final stat line of this game, and then we'll give out our horse trailer player of the game, and then hand out some game balls. Do you want to go game balls for this week or this season?
I don't know. Let me read through these stats here. What do we got? We've got Lamar 11 for 18, 238, 3 touchdowns, a pick. Derrick Henry 20 carries, 126 yards. Zay Flowers 4 catches, 138 yards, 2 touchdowns. Travis Jones led the team in sacks with 1. Trenton Simpson 9 tackles, 6 of them solo. Aaron Rodgers 31 for 47, 294, and the solo touchdown he threw with a minute to go in the game. Jaylen Warren 14 carries for 66 yards, and the other running back Kenneth Gainwell led with 8 catches for 64 yards. Alex Highsmith a sack. And Cameron Hayward led the team with 7 tackles and had 5 solo tackles. The scoring in the end, there was a combined at this point, 13-10 through 3 quarters, 23 combined points in the first 3 quarters of the game, and 27 points scored in the fourth quarter.
So Ravens Steelers is known for defense and toughness and physicality. And instead in the fourth quarter, when we came on, we saw, how many lead changes were in that fourth quarter alone? 4? Almost 5?
Yeah, it's crazy to think. It really is.
So Texans Steelers Monday night in Pittsburgh.
I don't like that.
Okay, so
Just for history's sake. I don't like it for the history's sake for the Houston Texans.
I mean, this is
the first ever.
The Texans have won 9 straight games, though.
That's true. First road wild card game that the Houston Texans have ever played. Happens to be against the team that hasn't lost a Monday Night Football game in 3 decades at home.
I mean, Houston and Pittsburgh, like, this is an old-time playoff rivalry. I mean, you go back to the days of the Oilers. I mean,
that's very true. Yeah.
I mean, this is going to be the only thing that would make this game better for me is if, like, you know what? JJ Watt could be a guest with Peyton and Eli. I guarantee you he's going to be a guest.
I would assume so. But yeah, I mean, they're players of the game right now for the Chevy.
TJ Watt's interception changed the entire game. That changed the entire game.
Yep. Got a bunch of unks out here that can still ball.
How many more devastating losses can you take if you're a Ravens fan? I mean, now tomorrow morning is going to be very interesting, Chase.
Yeah, Black Monday.
What news are we going to wake up to tomorrow? I mean, the AFC North has 3 teams that didn't make the playoffs.
I mean, you think about it. The Steelers were dead for a bit. The Ravens were also dead for a bit. And it was just like 2 cats that had 9 lives in each other until both of them had 8, had 1 life left, and they played each other tonight. And I think we wake up tomorrow and see John Harbaugh fired.
Does Eric DeCosta survive? That's interesting.
It is.
Can you imagine how attractive that head coaching job in Baltimore would be, especially if Lamar Jackson stays?
They need change. Yes, they need change, though. They need change. I truly think they do.
And if the Ravens can make these changes, why can't the Bengals? I don't want to get us riled up on that. I mean, listen. Here's what I'll say, Chase. The wheel of blame has no landing spot.
No, it doesn't. It does not. Yeah, this is crazy.
This will be. Go ahead.
Yeah, this is nuts. That's all I really got. I mean, that was a heck of a game. Down.
Wild card game you're most looking forward to next week?
I'm intrigued most by Bills Jags.
That's where I go to.
I think Josh Allen is, playing at such a high level this year. Wouldn't necessarily say he's a one-man wrecking crew. He is, but then you got James Cook, who led the league in rushing. And they stand tall to the task, and guess what? He doesn't have to Josh Allen does not have to worry about Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, or Lamar Jackson this year.
It's his field.
It is his field. And the Bills cannot lose in the first round of the playoffs to the Jaguars, because that will taint Josh Allen's legacy. I honestly think, I know the 2 AFC championship games and the couple divisional round games that he played, especially against Joe Burrow, and then the one with his most famous game was a loss against Patrick Mahomes. If he loses this game to Trevor Lawrence in the wild card round, no, there's not going to be a quarterback change, but there's not going to be any of that stuff. That's idiotic.
Sean McDermott will be gone.
Sean McDermott's going to get fired.
Brandon Beane may be gone.
That too. That is the biggest game of their careers. Maybe not necessarily Josh Allen. It's big for Josh Allen. Don't get me wrong, with all those quarterbacks out of there. But yeah,
1 o'clock on Sunday is going to be. And here's the thing: Bills fans are going to travel.
They will.
They are going to invade that stadium.
Yes, they will.
I mean, that's going to be a hell of an atmosphere. Bills, Jaguars. We've seen that before at 1 o'clock on CBS, Chase.
Yes, we have. I mean, yeah, we did 8 years ago. And in the NFC,
Niners.
Yeah, Niners, Eagles. I think it's the Niners' ability to run the football is the big one there. But the Eagles really stood tall against the Buffalo Bills. They had those guys clamped down. The Niners are a timing offense, and if the Eagles can disrupt the timing.
But can they sustain it for 60 minutes?
I think they can.
Because the last time those 2 teams played,
are you talking about the Niners and the Eagles, who can sustain for 60 minutes? I mean, both teams, but
last time, Go ahead.
Well, so in that question, were you saying can the Niners sustain that for 60 minutes?
Can the Eagles? No, can the Eagles sustain offense for 60 minutes?
I don't know. I mean, the Niners defense has not been great by any means.
Well, they were last night.
They've also been a walking charity for the last month, but they've had better offense. So, but that's going to be interesting to see. I mean, it really is though. If they make things tough on Jalen Hurts just a little bit, the turnover battle is going to be huge in this one. Field position.
What did they just show?
I don't know. That is really weird.
Ryan, what did they just show?
That was a priest who was putting holy water on that end zone.
It was a priest putting holy water in that end zone. Eventually, it worked.
Man, oh man.
Okay, listen. I don't even think college rivalries have that. Then again, college rivalries are becoming a thing of the past, as is the purity of college sports in general.
I'll tell you this: we know Ravens Steelers is getting renewed for an SNF game next year. No doubt about that one.
Especially if the Ravens have a new head coach.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it'll be like let me think. It'll be an early season division game, maybe week 2.
Could see it week 2, week 4.
Yeah, week 4. We've seen it in week 4 before.
We'll see it. Game balls of the season.
Game balls of this season. I don't want to be too biased and say Jamar Chase, even though he had a terrific season. I'm gonna go a former Buckeye, Jackson Smith and Jigba.
What a season! I mean, what a season for him. It was spectacular this year. The receiving champion. He had over 1,700 yards on the season. 7
away from 1,800. Did we not tell you Seattle was the sleeper in the NFC?
We did. Tried to tell you. I mean,
by the way, Cooper Kupp, such a good signing by them.
Oh, 100% he was. The veteran they needed in that room.
Yeah, just get a veteran. Just show them the way. That's what you need.
He didn't play a whole lot today, and his numbers weren't necessarily great, but what a bounce back for Dak Prescott this year.
I've always loved and respected Dak Prescott.
Yep, 30 touchdowns, 10 receptions, 4,500 yards passing on the season.
They need a defense.
If they tool some things around over there, they're a playoff team.
I will say this to you right now, and I could totally see them doing this. If Sean McDermott gets fired, if I'm Jerry Jones, I'm calling him the minute he's fired.
Yep. A Cowboys coordinator job is somewhat the equivalent of some head coaching jobs in the National Football League.
Correct.
Matt Stafford too. Stafford, 45 touchdowns. Dude's nearly 40 years old.
Really, all 6 of these games this week. I know the Packers are on a 4-game losing streak, and they don't look like a good team right now. But
it's still Packers-Bears
in the playoffs.
Yeah.
I mean, Prime Video, in Chicago. I mean, you know what I want to do? I want to look at the weather. I'm actually going to be at the Kentucky basketball game during that game, so I'll have to that'll be fun to listen to on Westwood 1.
Yeah, we'll get broadcast teams out, especially for radio once we get to that point. But once we see that weather, we'll wrap this thing up, but we will have in-depth previews during the week on this.
Sunday Night Football. We're going to do what Mike and Chris do. Chargers-Patriots is the SNF on NBC game. Your first thoughts on that?
Patriots are legit. Don't let Justin Herbert get rolling. Chargers defense is very good. Mike Vrabel's got these guys playing with a different juice. I'm excited for this one. I think this is a pretty even 2 versus 7 matchup.
My thing about that game and my first thought about it is if Travion Henderson and that Patriots running game gets going, good night.
Yep.
Because Drake May will take his shots. Weather in Chicago for Saturday. High of 38, low of 23. Beautiful. 24% chance of precipitation. So it should be about 30 degrees at kickoff. Oh, that's just beautiful.
That's football for you right there. There we go. All right. Well, the regular season is over.
We didn't do horse trailer for tonight's game, the Ravens and the Steelers.
Oh, I mean, I'll go with Aaron Rodgers. Big time
you
play
have
in
to.
the game. That's a big one for me.
Yeah, I mean, you give him credit, and this will be the first time we get to see him in the playoffs in 4 years. Him and CJ Stroud. I mean, that's gonna be fun. Like this,
be a fun game.
Whew, man, I tell you what. I mean, we get 6 standalone playoff games next week. How great is this? And just wait till the NFL goes to 18 games and 8 playoff teams per conference.
There'll be a lot there, but there we go. Try to get some sleep after that one. It's going to be tough, but that being said, Chase Younts, Alex Frank, we'll see you guys in the middle of the week with some in-depth playoff previews. We'll be seeing you guys middle of the week, waiting all day for SNF. Good night.